Hi there guys, I hope you're all having a fantastic day. My name is Viper and welcome to the channel. Now today's video is the Xur location for the 14th of April 2023. Now it can be found over in the hangar, in the tower. So pop yourself over there, follow me on screen if you don't know where this is, which obviously by now mostly everybody does. So we're going to start off with the Warlock. And before we do get to the CEO squid face over here, quick word from my sponsor, the like button. Please go down there and smash that little guy in the face. Just to let me know that you are appreciating the content that I'm bringing out. So once we finally do get to Xur, we'll have a look at what it's got for us this week.
I bring gifts of the nine. Gifts.
He has the Black Talon sword, which is not a bad little sword to be honest. It was proper meta when it first came out. It's still alright, but with the swords that you can get nowadays, it's probably not an exotic that you would want to be wearing or equipping, rather. And yeah, I'll get it if you need it. If you already got it, then obviously don't bother. Then we have the Shards of Galenor gauntlets for the Hunter, 63 overall, not too bad. We have a 19 on the recovery and a 17 on the discipline. 11 on the resilience is not too bad as well. 63 overall, you can't really moan about that. If you've not got these, then I do recommend getting them for your Hunter. And then we have the Antoninus wards for the Titan, 62 with a high resilience of 19 and a strength of 18. Not bad. 62, a little bit low, but overall they are alright. You can't moan rather at them. They are quite an alright pair. Then we have the Veritas brow helmet for the Warlock. Now it's a little bit mad that he has this for sale because these tend to drop like hotcakes for me. You have like if I was to name like 5 exotics that always drop, Veritas brow would be one that is up there, especially for me Warlock. And now we go on to the weapons. We have the Firefight Auto Rifle. This has hip fire grip and surrounded and extrovert. Not a bad little weapon. This is what I did use at the previous season for an auto rifle. So yeah, it's alright auto rifle. I'll pick this up if you are in the market for one. And also, it's a primer, so you can't really moan at that. Then we have the Royal Chase Scout Rifle. This is a void weapon with no distractions and threat detector. An okay scout rifle this. Not a bad little one. Then we have 2 sidearms. We have the Enigma's Draw, which is obviously a normal primary weapon with opening shot, and Swashbuckler, which is an alright, not too bad little sidearm there. And then the Brigand's Law. Now, this was from the Season of the Plunder. So, Killing Wing, sorry, and VOLTSHOT. VOLTSHOT is a good little perk. If you've not got a weapon with VOLTSHOT, I recommend that you do pick up this sidearm. Now, you probably have got a weapon with VOLTSHOT, but if not, I do highly recommend this weapon. It's not a bad little aspect, that VOLTSHOT. Then we have the Sniper Rifle, the Distance Stimulus, Rapid Fire Frame, obviously, it always is, Dragonfly, and Snapshot Sight. Now, this is not a bad little Sniper Rifle and being solo as well. It's only got a 55 impact, but it's an alright Sniper Rifle, especially a solo one of that. Then we have the Plank Strike Machine Gun, 1600 arc, Perpetual Motion 1 for all, and Right Hook. And finally, the Bad Omens rocket launcher. This is the favourite rocket launcher of a staple on the channel, Convict 86. Now, you won't mind me saying this, but this is his favourite rocket launcher. And now we go down to the armour. We have the Wild Hunt gloves, 61. Not too bad, not too great either, but with a 19 on the mobility and a 13 on the discipline and an 18 on the strength, it's an okay pair if you are in the market and you need a high enough total on, like total overall, I mean, or if you're building for a certain aspect for your character on a certain stat. Then we have the Wild Hunt vestment. So this is a 19 on the mobility with a strength of 16 and a total of 65. This is a good total roll, and overall this is a nice pair. If you've got a low total, or you're trying to build up your mobility or get a strength build, this would be a nice piece of armour to pick up for yourself. And then the Hunt Bond, which is nothing. The Wild Hunt hood. Now, this is actually the helmet design that I had on my Warlock for quite a while. Not this actual thing, but the image of what it looks like on your character, with the big front that changes colour when you change the shader. Now, this with a 20 discipline, 61 total, and a 16 on resilience and 12 on mobility is an okay hood. Not fantastic one, nothing to write home about, but if you need it, get it. I can't say not to. And then finally, we have the boots, the Wild Hunt boots, which are a 63 with a 24 on the mobility. Excuse me, a little bit of indigestion there. And now that we've had a look at the Warlock Armour, we'll have a quick look at the last two exotics, which are the Deadman Tail Scout Rifle, which has snapshot sight, and finally the Hawkmoon with hip fire grip. Now that that is the Warlock looked at, let's have a jump over to the Hunter and see what he has for sale for him this week.
The nine see your valor.
And now here we are with the Hunter and what he has this week for him. He has the Wild Hunt Grasps, which are a total of 6 there, a 16 on the recovery, 12 on the intellect and 13 on the mobility. A total of 6 there is okay, probably a pair I wouldn't pick up. Then we have the Wild Hunt Vest chest armor, which is a total of 61, and we have a 15 on the mobility, a 12 on the resilience, a 10 on the discipline, 12 on the intellect and 10 on the strength. Quite a nice little overall spread of points there. Now my character is spread on, all of his points are spread out apart from his resilience obviously, which is at 100. So if you do have a character like how I have my character, then that is a good piece of gear for yourself. The cloak is obviously nothing. Then we have the mask. This is a 58 overall with 17 on mobility, 9 and 9 on the recovery and the discipline, a 10 on the intellect and an 11 on the strength. 58 is a pretty low total overall. I probably wouldn't pick these up unless desperately in the need for a helmet. And then finally we have the Wild Hunt Strides. These are a 62 with a 15 on the mobility, 16 discipline, 14 on the recovery and a 13 on the intellect. Also a 62 total, so again overall not too shabby, but also not too fantastic for the total selection of the Warlock and the Hunter. So now we'll pop over to the Titan and see what gear he has for him this week. And last and by no means least, because I used to be a Titan main myself, we have the Wild Hunt Gauntlets. A 57, I can't believe 57, that's the worst one so far. 57 total, 21 mobility and a 13 on the intellect. So that's a bit of a dismal. It's high on the mobility, so I'll give it that, but total of 57, I probably wouldn't pick these up. I wouldn't advise to pick them up either, but if you are going for a mobility build, I suppose it's helpful there, but I personally would not pick these up. And then we have the chest piece, which is a 60 total, also with a 19 mobility. So the mobility is high on both of them too, they're 19 and 21. But the shame being that it is only a 60 in total. It has a 13 discipline and a 12 intellect, but like I said, it's only 60 total. Then we have the Mark, which is nothing. The Wild Hunt Helm is 61 total, a nice high recovery of 22, and a intellect of 14. Now the problem is it's a 61. And finally again a 61, mobility of 16, a recovery and intellect both rocking at 12, and the strength on a 10. Now it always seems that the Titan has the worst of everyone. Every week he always has the lowest gear, the Titan. So bit of a shame there for the Titan overall, but is it a surprise? Well, no, not really. It's always the case, isn't it, really? It's always the case that the Titan seems to get the worst for the wear. Well then guys, that is it for this week. I hope you did like the video, and thank you for coming along and watching it. I really do appreciate it. And if you did like it, then please smash that like button and subscribe if you want to be an absolute legend. Well then guys, I will leave you with the same message that I leave you with on every video, which is I shall see you on the battlefield, and eyes up Guardian. This is Viper signing out.